Well, joining me now this morning, two special guests here in studio. And these are two gentlemen I associate with delicious things to eat, namely a big rib cook-off. But this interview is more than about delicious things to eat. It's about great things that happen with the proceeds from that event throughout the year. So with the Marshfield Rib Cook-Off people, we've got, I guess, the president of the organization, Stephen Halko-Sheehan. Thank you for joining us this morning.
And thank you for having us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome. And Vice President, we've got Robert Kjellman. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Good morning. And again, thanks for having us.
Oh, absolutely. Now, you do the big rib cook-off, and that's usually in September, right around Labor Day.
Yes, it's the first Saturday after Labor Day every year.
And that is always just such a big success. And I believe the proceeds from that this year, something around the neighborhood of $70,000. Okay.
Exactly $70,000.
So that doesn't... Okay.
You nailed it. We're very proud of that.
I know, that's right, because you're an accountant, aren't you?
Yes,
You wouldn't be off by a penny.
We don't mess with the numbers.
I'm more freeform with that stuff. But tell me, so it's not just going back into barbecue sauce. It goes back into some great things.
Absolutely. And there are several programs that we're supporting. We're introducing a new one this year with the MCRCO Scholarship, which we're very excited about, which will go to continuing education, not necessarily college. Could be a technical school, but we also do McKinney-Vento, Marshfield Facts, Marshfield Food Pantry, the Marshfield Veteran Services, the Gold Star Wives of Boston. So we're doing a lot.
Well, if people are not familiar with McKinney-Vento and that program, I think it's something that people should know a little bit about. Stephen?
It works with the youth in Marshfield who are deemed homeless. And it may be surprising to people, but there are anywhere between 80 to 90 students that are deemed homeless. They may be couch surfing. They may be doubled up with a friend. They may be staying with a grandparent. They may actually be in a hotel. But it's a law that's nationwide, and it promises that these students can finish their career in the school district that they started. Robin Ryan Lambert, who is the liaison between the families and the schools, is our point of contact, and she does a great job of making sure these kids stay in school. I think at this point in time, there are actually 6 students who graduated from Marshfield who are now either in college or in a trade school or a technical school. So to her credit and to the credit of the community for the support that they've given this organization to get these kids through that, because it's so important for these students to be able to be like their buds, be able to go to a summer camp or be able to have a bike or a skateboard or be able to go out for track or play football. It takes that stigma away, and we all know in today's world that's a tough thing. If you're not doing things like your friends are doing,
sure,
you can be separated up pretty quickly, unfortunately.
Absolutely, and I think a lot of people are probably, I wanted to bring that up because they might not be aware of it. Also, Marshfield Food Pantry, very organized, very kind-hearted people, and I think a lot of people might not realize there is a real need for it in the community, and they're always looking for some help.
It's amazing, and I think that's the big hurdle that we face, is that people don't recognize that there are children living in one form of homelessness or another, or that there are 300 families that are benefiting from the services of the Marshfield Food Pantry. But it's real, it's true, and it's happening.
Absolutely.
And if anything, it's growing in the wrong direction.
Now, to make all this happen, it's not just a couple of people get together,
yeah, Robert and I do it all.
The week before, let's have a rib cook-off. And I know you've got some pretty competitive teams that come in to do this. What are you folks looking for? Do you need volunteers? Do you need donations?
We need both. Volunteers are really the heart of what we do. I mean, the financial side of it obviously is the biggest part of it. But when it comes to running the event, volunteers are what we really need. And generally, we're looking for somebody to give us 2 hours. So if you're looking for a way to give back to the community and do it in a small piece, if you gave us 2 hours on that Saturday morning, that would be huge to us. It could be processing people through the gate. It could be cleaning tables. It could be helping us set up or helping us break down. There are so many different ways for you to give back. And again, it's a 2-hour. We give you a really neat, bright orange T-shirt with our logo on it.
What more could you ask for?
You could go work at Lowe's when you're done.
Right, direct traffic, right? So, but it's a worthwhile cause. And any volunteer that we've ever had has always said, this is a great time and a great event, and I'll be back. I'll come back and do it again next year.
And it's right over at the Marshfield Fairgrounds, so it's a convenient location. What's a good website so people can get questions answered, donate, sign up? What's the best place to do it?
MCRCO.org is our website. MCRCO.org, Marshfield Community Rib Cook-Off.
Okay. And let me, real quickly, because we're running out of a little space here. You guys love to do this. It's obvious when you talk about it. How come? What do you get out of it?
Well, there are so many good people, and you hate to mention one, but Rob and Ryan Lambert and the people that we connect with are just wonderful people. The amount of people in this town that do so much good, and it doesn't get recognized in general. We all focus, unfortunately, on what's not great. And so there's just an energy in our town, and there's certainly a huge energy within our organization. There are 9 of us, all great people, work real hard all year.
Why do you do it?
I think giving back to the community is important. It shows that these students, and some of them, if you talk to Robin, she'll tell you that some of these kids are actually trying to figure out ways that they can give back. In some cases, they're already doing that. They're tutoring in the elementary school, so they get it. So I think that message of giving back when you can give back, and it doesn't matter how you give back, it doesn't always have to be financial. It can be your talents as well. So I think that's what's really important, is that we all stick together and we all help each other out. And if we do that, we'll get through these times.
Your website one more time.
mcrco.org.
That's awesome. And that was Robert Kjellman. He's a vice president of the group, Marshfield Rib Cook-Off. And, of course, Stephen Halko-Sheehan. We're going to pop this up online, too. Thanks so much for joining us today. Come back way before the ribs, and we'll talk again about what you need.
We're going to hold you to that.
Yeah, we will. Thank you.
You heard it live
really
here.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.